leads you to say things like this. What is your view of the Charlie Kirk assassination?
Oh, assassination is bad.
I'm at a complete loss to understand how any human being with any sense of humanity would want to be seen celebrating the murder of a 31-year-old man with his wife and 2 kids watching at the time for his opinions.
I mean, it's terrible, of course. I mean, to celebrate anybody's death, whether it's a 31-year-old father or babies and children in Gaza every day, where we have seen the woke left and the right are celebrating the death of children every single day and nothing happened to them. I'm a little bit confused because someone like Randy Fine, who's a congressman from Florida, who posted about going after people's jobs if they mock Charlie's death online, which is terrible, of course, like if you mock anybody's death. Who Randy Fine is, he is in Gaza, like he said, everyone in Gaza should die. Let the blood fall in Gaza. They are animals. And now he pretends to have a soul. That this kind of manufactured selective rage that confuses people. For years, we as Muslims and Arabs, we were lectured from the West about freedom of expression, freedom to offend. It's very important. Freedom to offend. Freedom to offend. But for years, people made fun of Muslims, Arabs, our religion, our culture, our babies and children being killed in Gaza every single day. And no one lost a single minute of sleep over it, which is very confusing to me because the lines between what is legal, what is allowed, what is accepted, what is punishable, what is frowned upon, these are lines seem hazy. So please, yes, go, rage, like be angry about it, but like be consistent so people can believe you.
You know, I think you make a very good point. The president-elect, after Charlie Kirk was murdered, having debated opposite Charlie Kirk in that chamber in May himself, actually gleefully celebrated the murder, said LOL and said, let's fucking go. That to me, it's not cancel culture to say that guy should not be the president of the Oxford Union Debating Society if he celebrates somebody being murdered for their opinions. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that, but let's say if we agree on that, let's agree on everything else. So everybody who holds a position who mocks the death of Palestinian children being killed every day in front of cameras, they should lose their job too. You understand why it's difficult for me to be on the same page with you?
The reason I clarified, there are many people who believe what the IDF has been doing with civilians is murder and genocide. There are others on the pro-Israeli side who believe that they are targeting a terror group in Hamas and that innocent people will get killed in the process. Therefore, it's not murder.
There's no 2 sides of genocide. There's no 2 sides of the Holocaust. There's no 2 sides. Seriously. So let's stop 2-siding it because it's becoming exhausting. I'm sorry, but like you, as a very famous and a very able and a very competent investigative reporters, I think you should actually talk about why more than half of your cabinet in the British government is financed by Israel. Why the Royal Army, the Royal Air Force are giving logistical help to Israeli planes bombing Gaza. I'm sure that there's not a single British person who would agree on that. Isn't that more important than this kind of manufactured rage? I mean, why don't you talk about like, this is your tax money? Aren't you worried? No, but like seriously.
No, I hear you.
And why don't you talk about this?
But Bاسm, as you know, I talk about the war all the time. And as
you never talked about the Israeli lobby financing your British minister.
There are always
you
lots.
Never did.
All right, there are always lots.
You never did.